Well, here we are in the light of day with the Norton Navigator 350, and I'd like to have been saying that we're going to go for a ride on it and see how it goes. We are going to go for a ride on it, but we're only going to go up the lane and back because I've already tried, and unfortunately, although everything I had to battle with has been put in order, it turns out we got a problem with second gear, and basically it's not working. And it makes some horrible noises when it clicks into where second should be. The selector mechanism is working okay. First gear, third and fourth are all working, as is neutral, but we got no second gear. But I'm going to take a short ride on it because I've spoken to the owner, and he's agreed I can make a video showing it as it is, and we are going to try and repair it, and I'll come to that when we get back. But now it's time to start it up. The engine's running nicely. Well, everything's working. It's even charging. All the lights work and everything. But we've got 3 gears and we should have 4. So I'll try and demonstrate it. Take it for a short ride up and down the lane and show what we've got. Tickle it. It's one of these that likes the carburettor tickled just about every time, I think. Let's see. So maybe it doesn't want to go now. It actually seems that it got a little bit flooded. Anyway, let's go and see if I can demonstrate what we got so far. So first gear is up on these, we're in first now. First gear now goes where second should be. Third. And fourth. We've got engine braking in second, but no drive. Back to third. Fourth. Third. Engine braking in second, but no drive. Now we're going to first. No second. Third. Down to second for engine braking. Third and fourth. Shame, engine's lovely. Second, engine brake, here comes the dog. Bugger off you. Third. Get out of it. So that's what we've got. That's first. Yeah, that's neutral. We're actually getting a bit of a racket there. Yeah. So I'm going to open up the gearbox and have a look, try and see what I can find in there. Probably find that I can start it straight up now. Yeah. That's the tank rattling around making that noise. We can deal with all things like that if and when I get the gearbox sorted. A lot of that noise, I think, is due to the gearbox fault. Now, interestingly enough, I've spoken to the owner and told him about it, and I've suggested that I've heard that the gearbox components on these are shared with the Unit 250 AJS and matchless 250 and 350 singles, and I think some of the AMC two-stroke singles as well. So gearbox parts might be a little bit more widely available because of those machines using the same bits as well. And in conversation it came out that the owner has got a matchless 350 unit single and he's got a spare engine for it with a gearbox. So the plan is I'm going to put this on the bike lift again and strip down the primary side and the gearbox end cover and so on and see what I can find in there. And he is hopefully going to get me the gearbox out of the matchless unit single, because they come out like a sort of cassette. They're not really unit at all. They're just a non-unit engine with a great big casing covering everything to make it all look like it's in one piece. And I'm hoping that he's going to get the gearbox, pack it up and send it to me, and then I'll be able to use it for spares for this. But it might be a while before we actually get out on this to try it out, but at least the engine seems to be healthy enough and the bike is nice and presentable really. So if we can get second gear working as it should be a decent bike. But as I demonstrated there, in second we have got engine braking when we throttle off, but obviously something is worn to the point where it won't tolerate you trying to open the throttle and put any load on it. So something is obviously very worn or perhaps even broken, so I'm going to try and find out what it is. But it might be a while before we see this in use again. Shouldn't be too long before we might see the guts of the gearbox though. I'm going to get it back on the bike lift and we'll be starting on it fairly soon.